Dear students, in this video we will discuss over hard and soft water. Children, you already know that water we obtain for our personal use from any of the natural source like river, pond, lake, underground water, etc. All these forms of water which we use for our drinking, washing, bathing, other purposes is not all these form of water. None of these is pure water. All these are solution of certain minerals and salts and gases in water, out of which certain salts and minerals may not be very suitable for us for some or other purpose. So here we are talking about the water which so on the basis of the salts present in water, water can be classified into two categories: hard water and soft water. Soft water is the water which has less mineral salts and a particular type of mineral salts only dissolved into it. As a result, it lathers well with the soap. So it is good for cleaning purposes and for washing of clothes purposes with the soap. Whereas another type of water does not lather well with the soap. It gives very little or no lather with the soap, and therefore it is not soap friendly. This type of water is said to be hard water. So hard water is not hard in texture. Hard water does not lather with the soap. It is not soap friendly, so it is not good for cleaning of clothes purpose. Then so we want to, if we differentiate between hard and soft water, then these are the criteria for differentiation of hard and soft water. First, whether it lathers with the soap or not. So we know hard water doesn't or very little. Soft water lathers well with the soap. Second is whether it is good for washing of clothes and for making solutions. No, hard water is not good for making solutions, whether in chemistry laboratory or some other purposes, because it is having certain salts which may interfere with the substance dissolved in water. So hard water is not good for making solutions, and neither it is good for washing of clothes with soap. Then cause of hardness is presence of sulfates, chlorides and bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. Any natural source of water, if it is having either of these 6 compounds, as I said, calcium, bicarbonate, sulfate and chloride, magnesium, bicarbonate, sulfate and chloride. So combinedly we can say that calcium and magnesium, bicarbonates, sulfates and chlorides. These 6 type of salts, if are present, either or all are present in water, then that water is said to be hard water. Whereas water which is not having either of these salts is said to be soft water. Then whether it is suitable for drinking or not. Children, soft water means water having very little salts or none of the salt is not so good for drinking purposes. Rather, a little bit hard water is better for taste and for drinking purposes, because calcium present in hard water is good for teeth and bones and also good for our heart. So too much hard water is not good for drinking purposes, but a little bit of the hard water is better for drinking purposes than soft water. Though soft water is also harmless. It does not harm us, but it is not having those health advantages which are present there in little hard water, because salts of calcium are very good for health of human being. Let's come to types of hard water. Hard water further can be classified into 2 categories: temporary hard water and permanent hard water. So what is the difference between temporary and permanent hard water? The difference is of dissolved salts. Temporary hard water is having only bicarbonates. Only bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. Whereas permanent hard water is having sulfates and chlorides of calcium and magnesium. The term temporary and permanent are symbolic. Temporary hard water means the water whose hardness can be removed easily. What the easy method? Boiling. By boiling of the temporary hard water, it gets converted to soft water. Whereas hardness of permanent hard water means due to sulfates and chlorides of calcium and magnesium is comparatively difficult to be removed. It means it is to be treated with certain chemicals. Simply by boiling, permanent hardness cannot be removed. So, permanent is not permanent because it also can be converted to soft water by certain methods. And temporary means not that automatically it will get converted to soft water, but it can be converted to soft water by boiling. So children, let's discuss disadvantages of hard water. For advantage, I have already told you. If water is not too much hard, but it is having a small amount of salts of calcium and magnesium dissolved into it, then it is good for our health. But in excess, and good for our health, good for teeth and bone, good for heart, but in excess it is not good for even drinking purposes. So let's discuss what are disadvantages of hard water. First is that it is not good for washing purposes, washing of clothes and laundry purposes, as it is not soap friendly. I told you that soap, no I didn't say, but now I am saying soaps are either a mixture or a single compounds of fatty acid. We say that soaps are sodium or potassium salts of fatty acids. When they react with salts present in hard water, then it gets converted not to foam to clean, but a substance called scum. Scum is a white sticky substance which interferes in the cleanliness, and it causes wastage of soap. So hard water is not good for washing purposes. It causes wastage of soap until the entire salts present in hard water get converted to scum. No leather is produced by the hard water. So not good for washing clothes. It's not good for being used with soap. Though even hard water can be used with detergents, because detergents are not soap. They have a different chemical composition, and therefore detergents can do cleaning and giving leather with even hard water. Soap is chemically a different substance and detergents are chemically different substance. So soaps, as I said, sodium and potassium salt of fatty acids, they react with salts present in hard water and get converted to sticky scum, which is not caused by detergent. So detergent can do washing even with hard water. This is the advantage of detergents over soaps. Then what else is the disadvantage of hard water? It is not good for making solution. It is not to be used in chemical industries because of presence of salts into it. It is not good to be used in leather and textile industry for cleaning and other purposes. And it is not good for cooking purposes as well. Very small amount of hardness in water may be okay, but otherwise hard water is not good for cooking purposes. It interferes in the cooking process and food takes too much time to get cooked and sometimes may not be very healthy as well. But it is when hard water is having lots of salts dissolved into it, means too much hard water. Yes, hard water is not good to be used in boilers as well. In different industries, boilers are used, and the steam so formed in the boiler is used for running machines. But hard water is not good to be used in the boilers because it causes a layer inside boiler named as scale or fur. A white layer of salt is formed on the internal surface of the utensil in which boiling is being done. As a result, it makes the passage narrow and accidents may happen if too much of the scale of fur is formed on the internal surface of boiler. That's why it is not suitable to be used in boilers. So the summary is that hard water is not good for most of the purposes, but a little bit hard water is good for drinking purposes. And soft water is good for all the purposes, for making solution, to be used in boilers, for cooking, for washing, for being used with soap, etc. Also, that hard water is of two types. Temporary hardness is caused by calcium and magnesium bicarbonate, whereas permanent hardness in water is caused by sulfates and chlorides of calcium and magnesium. Temporary hardness is comparatively easy to be removed than permanent hardness, because if a natural resource near your house cannot provide you soft water, then whatever water supply gives hard water, that is to be converted to soft water for some or other purposes, whether it is for drinking purposes or some other purposes as well. That's all. In the next video, we'll discuss how to remove temporary and permanent hardness.